Happy morning students. I hope you all are fine. And last video we go through the example problems. I think you revised the formulas for standard deviation and you know the difference between grouped and ungrouped data. Now we are going to see exercise 8.1 problem number 1. Find the range and coefficient of range of the following data. So you know already last video itself we see the formula for finding range and coefficient of range. For finding the range formula is L minus S. So L is the largest number and S is the smallest number. Then coefficient of range is nothing but L minus S by L plus S. So first subdivision, the given data is 63, 89, 98, 125, 79, 108, 117 and 68. So you have to write it in the form of ascending order. So 63, 68, 79, 89, 98, 108, 117, 125. So range is equal to L minus S. So L is the largest number and S is the smallest number. Here the largest number is 125 minus smallest number is 63. So range is equal to 62. So next you have to find the coefficient of range. So coefficient of range is equal to L minus S by L plus S, which is equal to 125 minus 63 by 125 plus 63, which is equal to 62 by 188. So 62 should be divided by 188. So put the decimal and add 1 0. 3 times 564. So the remainder is 560. Then 2 times 376. The remainder is 184. Add 1 0. Then 9 times 1692. So the remainder is 148. Add 1 0. Then 7 times 1316. The remainder is 164. Add 1 0. It goes on. So therefore the coefficient of range is equal to 0.329. So coefficient of range is equal to, we just rounding off the numbers, 0.33. Next, the second subdivision. In this also you have to find the range and coefficient of range. So the given data is 43.5, 13.6, 18.9, 38.4, 61.4, 29.8. Arrange the given data in ascending order. So the ascending order is 13.6, 18.9, 29.8, 38.4, 43.5, 61.4. So range is equal to L minus S, which is equal to 61.4 minus 13.6, which is equal to 47.8. Next, you have to find the coefficient of range is equal to L minus S by L plus S, which is equal to 61.4 minus 13.6 divided by 61.4 plus 13.6, which is equal to 47.8 into 10 divided by 7 into 10, which is equal to, that is 75 here, not 7, 75 into 10, which is equal to 478 by 750. So that division we seen in your right hand side. So you get the coefficient of range is equal to 0.637. So the round off is coefficient of range is equal to 0.64. Second question, if the range and the smallest value of a set of data are 36.8 and 13.4 respectively, then find the largest value. Here range and smallest value is given. You have to find the largest value. So range is equal to 36.8 and smallest value is equal to 13.4. Range is equal to L minus S. Here range is 36.8 is equal to L minus 13.4. So 36.8 plus 13.4 is equal to L. So the largest value L is equal to 50.2. Question number 3. Calculate the range of the following data. Income 400 to 450, 450 to 500, 500 to 550, 550 to 600, 600 to 650. Number of workers 8, 12, 30, 21, 6. So here range is equal to L minus S. Here the largest value is 650 minus smallest value is 400, which is equal to 250. Question number 4. A teacher asked the students to complete 60 pages of a record notebook. 8 students have completed only 32, 35, 37, 30, 33, 36, 35 and 37 pages. Find the standard deviation of the pages yet to be completed by them. So completed the pages is 32, 35, 37, 30, 33, 36, 35, 37. Arrange the data in ascending order. So standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation di square by n minus summation di by n the whole square. Put the tabular column. Xi is the number of pages should be completed by the 8 students. Then di is equal to x minus a. Here a is 35, which is equal to x minus 35. So 30 minus 35 is minus 5. 32 minus 35 is minus 3. 33 minus 35 is minus 2. 35 minus 35 is equal to 0. 35 minus 35 is 0. 36 minus 35 is 1. 37 minus 35 is 2. So di square is 25, 9, 4, 0, 0, 1, 4, 4. So summation di is equal to minus 5 and summation di square is equal to 47. Now we have to find the standard deviation. Sigma is equal to root of summation di square by n minus summation di by n the whole square, which is equal to root of 47 by 8 minus 5 by 8 the whole square, which is equal to root of 5.875 minus 25 by 64, which is equal to, you just do the division, 64 to 50, so 6 times 192, 58. Put the decimal, add 1 0, so 3 times 576, remaining is 40, add 1 0, 9 times 384, the remainder is, then the quotient is equal to root of 5.875 minus 6.390, which is equal to root of 5.485. Now you have to find the square root of 5.485. So 2 2s are 4, remainder 1. Then 2 should be multiplied by 2. So 2 2s are 4. Put the decimal, step down the 2 digits. So 148. 43 into 3 you get 129. The remainder is 19. So 23 into 2 is 46. So 464 into 4 you get 1056. Remainder is 894. So the standard deviation sigma is approximately equal to 2.34. Question number 5. Find the variance and standard deviation of the wages of 9 workers given below. 310, 290, 320, 280, 300, 290, 320, 310 and 280. Given data, then you have to write the data in ascending order. Then standard deviation is equal to root of summation di square by n minus summation di by n the whole square. So di is equal to x minus a by c, where c is equal to 10. Put the tabular column. Write the xi values, that is wages of the workers. Then d is equal to x minus a. Here a is 300. So 280 minus 300 is minus 20. 290 minus 300 is minus 10. 300 minus 300 is equal to 0. 310 minus 300 is 10. Then 320 minus 300 is 20. Then di is equal to x minus a by c, which is equal to x minus 300 by 10. So minus 20 by 10, minus 10 by 10, 0 by 10, 10 by 10, 20 by 10 respectively, which is equal to minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Next you have to find di square. So 4, 4, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Again 2 square is 4, 2 square is 4. So summation di is equal to 0 and summation di square is equal to 20. Sigma is equal to 10 into root of summation di square by n minus summation di by n the whole square, which is equal to 10 into root of 20 by 9 minus 0 by 9 the whole square, which is equal to 10 into root of 20 by 9 minus 0, which is equal to 10 into root of 20 by 9. So 9 divided by 20, you get 2 times 18, remainder 2. Then put the decimal, add 1 0. Again 2 times 18. Again 2 times 18, it goes on, which is equal to 10 into root of 2.222. So now you are going to find the square root of 2.222. So 1 ones are 1, remainder is 1. 1 should be multiplied by 2. Put the decimal and step down the 2 digits. So 24 into 4, you get 96. The remainder is 26. Step down the remaining 2 digits. So 28. So 289 into 9, you get 2601. So the remainder is 21. So which is equal to 10 into 1.491, which is equal to 14.91. So the standard deviation is approximately equal to 14.91. Next, variance sigma square is equal to 10 into root of 2.222 the whole square, which is equal to 100 into 2.222. So variance is equal to 222.22. Question number 6. A wall clock strikes the bell once at 10 o'clock, 2 times at 2 o'clock, 3 times at 3 o'clock, and so on. How many times will it strike in a particular day? Find the standard deviation of the number of strikes the bell make a day. So wall clock strikes the bell in 12 hours, 1 plus 2 plus 3 etc. up to 12. Wall clock strikes the bell in 24 hours is 2 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 etc. up to 12. Then standard deviation sigma for n natural numbers is equal to root of n square minus 1 by 12. Therefore, the required standard deviation sigma is equal to 2 into root of n square minus 1 by 12. So n is equal to 12, which is equal to 2 into root of 12 square minus 1 by 12, which is equal to 2 into root of 144 minus 1 by 12, which is equal to 2 into root of 143 by 12. So 143 divided by 12, you get 1 times 12, the remainder is 23, then again 1 times 12, the remainder is 11, put the decimal, add 1 0, 9 times 108, then the remainder is 2, add 1 0, again 1 times 12, the remainder is 8. So 2 into root of 11.91. Now we are going to find the square root for 11.91. So 3 3s are 9. The remainder is 2. Then 3 2s are 6. Put the decimal, step down the 2 digits. 64 into 4 you get 256. Then the remainder is 35. 34 into 2 is 68. Then 685 into 5 you get 3425. The remainder is 75. Therefore, we get square root of 11.91 is nothing but 3.45, which is equal to 2 into 3.45 is equal to 6.86. Therefore, sigma is approximately equal to 6.9. Problem number 7. Find the standard deviation of first 21 natural numbers. We know formula for finding the standard deviation of first n natural numbers is root of n square minus 1 by 12. So by using that formula, we know n is equal to 21 and standard deviation for n natural numbers is equal to root of n square minus 1 by 12. Here n is equal to 21, so is equal to root of 21 square minus 1 by 12. So 21 square is 441 minus 1 by 12, which is equal to root of 440 by 12. So 12 should be divided by 440. So 3 times 36, you get the remainder 8. Step down the 0, 6 times 72. The remainder is 8. Put on decimal and add 1 0. Again 6 times 72. The remainder is 8. So it goes on. So 36.66. So you get root of 36.666. which is equal to root of 36.67. Next, you have to find the square root for 36.67. So 6 6 are 36. 6 2s are 12. Put the decimal, step down the other two digits, 67. Then 120 into 0, you get 0. Again the remainder 67. So 120 into 1205 into 5, you get 6025. So the remainder is 675. So you get the value which is equal to 6.056. So the standard deviation for first n natural numbers is equal to 6.05. Question number 8. If the standard deviation of a data is 4 and if each value of the data is decreased by 5, then find the new standard deviation. Problem number 8. If the standard deviation of the data is 4 and if each value of the data is decreased by 5, then find the new standard deviation. So standard deviation sigma is equal to 4.5. Each data is decreased by 5. We have the standard deviation by the collection of data remains unchanged when each value is add or subtract by a constant. Therefore, the new standard deviation after reducing 5 from each data is sigma is equal to 4.5. Question number 9. If the standard deviation of a data is 3.6 and each value of the data is divided by 3, find the new variance and new standard deviation. The standard deviation sigma is equal to 3.6, also given that each value of the data is divided by 3. If each value of the data is divided by a constant k, then the standard deviation is also divided by the same constant k. Therefore, the new standard deviation sigma is equal to 3.6 by 3, which is equal to 1.2. So, the standard deviation is 1.2. So, variance sigma square, that is standard deviation square, is equal to 1.2 square. So, 1.2 square is 1.44. Problem number 10. The rainfall recorded in various places of 5 districts in a week are given below. So, rainfall in millimeter 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Number of places is 5, 13, 4, 9, 5, 4. Find its standard deviation. So, standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation fi di square by n minus summation fi di by n the whole square. Di is equal to x minus a, where a as the assumed mean. So, put the tabular column and write the values of xi as given in the question. So, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 and 70, and fi is 5, 13, 4, 9, 5, 4. Next, you have to find di. So, di is equal to x minus a. Here the assumed minus 55. So, x minus 55. 45 minus 55 is minus 10. 50 minus 55 is minus 5. 55 minus 55 is 0. 60 minus 55 is 5. 65 minus 55 is 10. 70 minus 55 is 15. Next, di square is 100, 25, 0, 25, 100, 15 square is 225. Next, you have to find fi di. So, fi into di. 5 into minus 10 is minus 50. 13 into minus 5 minus 65. 4 into 0 is 0. 9 5s are 45. 5 10s are 50. 4 into 15 is 60. Next, you have to find fi di square. So, fi di square is 5 into 100 is 500, 13 into 25, 325, 4 into 0 is 0, 9 into 25, 225, 5 into 100, you get 500, 4 into 225, you get 900. So, capital N is equal to 40. Summation fi di is equal to 40. Summation fi di square is equal to 2450. So, sigma is equal to root of 2450 by 40 minus 40 by 40 the whole square is equal to root of 2450 by 40 minus 1 square. So, 245 by 4 minus 1, which is equal to 61.25 minus 1 is equal to root of 60.25. So, the root of 60.25 is 7.762. So, the standard deviation sigma is equal to 7.76. Problem number 11. In a study about viral fever, the number of people affected in a town were noted as age in years, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. Next, number of peoples affected: 3, 5, 16, 18, 12, 7, 4. Find its standard deviation. So standard deviation sigma is equal to C into root of summation Fi di square by n minus summation Fi di by n the whole square, which is equal to, that is di is x minus a by c. Put the tabular column. Age in years. Next, x value. X value is nothing but 0 plus 10 by 2 is 5, 10 plus 20 by 2 is 30 by 2 is 15. Then frequency Fi is 3, 5, 16, 18, 12, 7, 4. Next, di is equal to x minus a. Here a is 35. So x minus 35. 5 minus 35 is equal to minus 30. 15 minus 35 is minus 20. 25 minus 35 is minus 10. 35 minus 35 is 0. 45 minus 35 is 10. 55 minus 35 is 20. 65 minus 35 is 30. Then di is equal to x minus 35 by 10, which is equal to minus 30 by 10, minus 20 by 10, minus 10 by 10, 0 by 10, 10 by 10, 20 by 10, 30 by 10. So di is equal to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Next, you have to find di square. So 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. Then Fi into di. Minus 9, minus 10, minus 16, 0, 12, 14, 12. Next, you have to find Fi di square. So Fi di square is 27, 20, 16, 0, 12, 28, 1, 39. So capital N is equal to 65. Summation Fi di is equal to 3. Summation Fi di square is equal to 139. The last tabular column, that is 4 9s are 36, that is not 139, that is summation Fd square value. So sigma is equal to C into root of summation Fi di square by n minus summation Fi di by n the whole square, which is equal to root of 139 by 65 minus 3 by 65 the whole square, which is equal to 10 into root of 139 by 65 minus 9 divided by 4225, which is equal to 10 into, the next step is cross multiplication, which is equal to 10 into root of 9035 minus 9 by 4225, which is equal to 10 into root of 9026 by 4225. So 9026 should be divided by 4225. So 2 times 8450. The remainder is 576. Put the decimal, add 1 0. 1 times 4225. The remainder is 1553. Add 35. Add 1 0. Then 3 times 12,675. The remainder is 2,675. So which is equal to 10 into root of 2.136. So again you have to find the square root for 2.136. which is equal to 10 into 1.46 is equal to 14.6. So the standard deviation sigma is equal to 14.6. Question number 12. The measurements of the diameter in centimeters of the plates prepared in a factory are given below. Find its standard deviation. So diameter in centimeter 21 to 24, 25 to 28, 29 to 32, 33 to 36, 37 to 40, 41 to 44. Number of plates is 15, 18, 20, 16, 8, 7. Find its standard deviation. So standard deviation formula, you know. Put the tabular column, class interval. Next is xi value, that is 21 plus 24 divided by 2. You get 22.5, 26.5, 30.5, 34.5, 38.5, 42.5. Next frequency is given. So D is equal to x minus a. Here a is 34.5. So you get the value as minus 12, minus 8, minus 4, 0, 4, 8. Next, you have to find the value of di square. Is 12 square is 144, minus 8 square is 64, minus 4 square is 16, 0, 16, 64. Next, fi di value is minus 180, minus 144, minus 80, 0, 32, 56. Next, fi di square is 2160, 1152, 320, 0, 128, 448. So n is equal to 84. Summation fi di is equal to minus 316 and summation fi di square is equal to 4208. Sigma is equal to root of summation fi di square by n minus summation fi di by capital N the whole square, which is equal to 4208 by 84 minus 30 by 65 the whole square, which is equal to 1052 by 21 minus 79 by 21 the whole square, which is equal to root of 50.095 minus 3.76 the whole square, which is equal to root of 50.095 minus 14.137, which is equal to root of 35.958 is equal to root of 35.96, which is equal to 5.992, which is equal to 5.997. So sigma is approximately equal to 6. Question number 13. The time taken by 50 students to complete a 100-meter race are given below. Find its standard deviation. So time taken by the students is 8.5 to 9.5, 9.5 to 10.5, 10.5 to 11.5, 11.5 to 12.5, 12.5 to 13.5. Number of students are 6, 8, 17, 10, 9. Standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation fi di square by n minus summation fi di by n the whole square. You have to write the I as suffix. So put the tabular column. Time taken, middle value xi, number of students as fi, di is equal to x minus a, d square, then fi di square. So time taken is given in the question. Then you have to find the middle value, that is 8.5 plus 9.5 by 2. You get 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. So number of students is 8, 6, 8, 17, 10, 9. So here capital N is equal to 50. So we are assuming that the assumed mean A is equal to 11. So 9 minus 11 is minus 2, 10 minus 11 is minus 1, 11 minus 11 is 0, 12 minus 11 is 1, 13 minus 11 is 2. So D square is 41014. Fi into Di is minus 12, minus 8, 0, 10, 18. And Fi Di square is minus 12. That is Fi Di square is not minus 12. That is 24, 8, 0, 10 and 36. So summation Fi Di square is equal to 78 and summation Fi Di is 8. Next, you have to find the standard deviation. You know the formula. So substitute the values in the formula. You get root of 39 by 25 minus 4 by 25 the whole square. 39 divided by 25, 1 times 25, the remainder is 14. Again put the decimal, add 1 0, 5 times 125, remainder is 15, then 6 times 150. Then 4 divided by 25, so put the decimal, add 0, 1 times 25, 15, add 1 0, 6 times 150. So which is equal to root of 1.56 minus 0.16 the whole square, which is equal to 1.56 minus 0.025, which is equal to root of 1.56 minus 0.03 is equal to root of 1.53, which is nothing but the square root of 1.53 is 1.236. So sigma is approximately equal to 1.24. Question number 14. For a group of 100 candidates, the mean and standard deviation of the marks were found to be 60 and 15 respectively. Later on, it was found that the scores 45 and 72 were wrongly entered as 40 and 27. Find the correct mean and standard deviation. So here the number of candidates is, that is n is equal to 100, mean x bar is equal to 60, standard deviation sigma is equal to 15. So x bar is equal to summation x by n. So 60 is equal to summation x by 100. So 60 into 100 is equal to summation x. So summation x is equal to 6000. Then correct total summation x is equal to 6000 plus 45 plus 72. This is the correct mean, minus 40 minus 27. This is wrongly entered. So summation x is equal to 6000 plus 117 minus 67, which is equal to 6000 plus 50 is 6050. So corrected summation x is equal to 6050. Next, correct mean is equal to correct summation x by n, which is equal to 6050 by 100. So correct mean x bar is equal to 60.5. Next, standard deviation formula you know. So substitute the values. Sigma is 15 is equal to root of summation x square by 100 minus 6000 by 100 the whole square, which is implies 15 is equal to root of summation x square by 100 minus 60 the whole square, which is implies 15 is equal to root of summation x square by 100 minus 3600. So taking squaring on both sides, square and square root gets cancelled. So 15 square is equal to summation x square by 100 minus 3600, which is implies 225 plus 3600 is equal to summation x square by 100. So you get 3825 is equal to summation x square by 100, which is implies summation x square is 3,82,500. So incorrect summation x square is 3,82,500 and corrected summation x square is, you have to add 45 square plus 72 square and subtract 40 square minus 27 square. You get the value of 3,89,707 minus 2,329. Therefore, the correct summation x square is 3,87,380. Next, you have to find the correct standard deviation. So that is correct summation x square by n minus correct summation x by n the whole square. You just substitute the values, which is equal to root of 3873.8 minus 3660.25 is equal to root of 213.55, which is equal to root of 213.6. Sigma is equal to root of 2.136 into 100, which is equal to 10 into root of 2.136 is equal to 10 into 1.462, which is equal to 14.62. Therefore, now we find the correct standard deviation. Sigma is approximately equal to 14.62 and you already find the correct mean is 60.5. Question number 15. So last problem of this exercise. The mean and variance of 7 observations are 8 and 16 respectively. If 5 of these are 2, 4, 10, 12 and 14, then find the remaining 2 observations. Here x bar is equal to 8, sigma square is equal to 16, n is equal to 4. 2 of the observations are missed, so let it be A and B. 5 of the observations are given, 2, 4, 10, 12 and 14. So x bar is equal to summation x by n. So 8 is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus A plus B by number of observation is 7. Which is implies 8 is equal to 42 plus A plus B by 7. Then cross multiplication, 8 into 7 is equal to 42 plus A plus B, which is implies 56 minus 42 is equal to A plus B. Now subtracting 56 minus 42, you get A plus B is equal to 14. So from this, A plus B is equal to 14, that is your equation 1. The given numbers are 2, 4, A, B, 10, 12, 14. So A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 8. Therefore, the 2 observations is 6 and 8. So that's all students. Up to this exercise 8.1 is over. I hope you all are understand the problems very well and you have to concentrate on the standard deviation formulas as well as the how to find the corrected mean and corrected standard deviation, because you have easily find the range and coefficient of range. So you have to little bit more concentrate on your way of finding the standard deviation. So first of all, you have to find whether it is a grouped data or ungrouped data, and you have to select which type of standard deviation you have to use in that. You have to do in a step deviation method or assumed mean method, or you have to use the direct method. So you have to go through the videos 2 to 3 times for better understanding. For the next videos, we are going to see exercise 8.2 worked out problems as well as exercise. Thank you students. Have a nice day.